Shonda. Hey, Della. Good evening to you. I'm glad you joined me. Hey, everybody. Hey, Lynette. Hey, Jasmine. I am so proud of you, Jasmine. You are doing an awesome job. I am so proud of you. Y'all have to pray me through this one right here. Yeah, I'm gonna need everybody to say a word of prayer. The internet wanna act up or something. I love you too, Jasmine. That's a beautiful young lady, inside and out. Hey, Felicia. Sending a hug to you, babe. Can y'all tell I'm a little nervous? Can you tell? Hey, Amy. That girl has a beautiful voice. Amy has a beautiful voice. Like, oh my God, I was so impressed. She blessed my soul. She blessed me. Sasha, my baby. Thank you, Shauna. Whew, thank you. The internet want to act up. My nerves on 1,000. Whew. Hey, Tanisha. Before I start on my topic, I just want to thank you for the prayers that I received last week. I really needed it. Thank you for the inboxes that I received. I'm telling you, your stories touch me. And the topic that people give me, they are so hard. These topics, they hard. Like, okay. So y'all know what this month is. This month is National Abuse Month. Domestic Violence Month. So my topic today is going to be about domestic violence. Oh, pray for me. There's a lot of people that's dealing with domestic violence. A lot of people that go through it. I told you this internet is tripping today. I don't know why. Or my phone. I have a new phone, so I don't know if that's the issue. But I'm gonna try to get through this. So this month is Domestic Violence Month, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about domestic violence. I'm gonna talk about people dealing with it, why they deal with it, or why would we put ourselves through it. It's hard. It's really hard. And I'm gonna try to get through this without crying. Hey, Thomas. I'm gonna try to get through this without crying. So pray for me. But there are so many people, women, men go through it also. Men go through abuse also. But there are so many women that go through domestic violence. So many women that lives in fear every single day. There are so many women that don't even tell their story. They are too afraid to even share their story of how their home life is. You know, some women and men go to work every day and then come home to torture, come home to constant abuse. And abuse come in different forms. Abuse can come in physical form, emotional form. You know, when you abuse someone emotionally, that stays with you for a long time. So people deal with abuse in a different way. And I've been struggling with this question for a long time. Why do women stay in an abusive relationship? Why do we stay in a relationship that we know that we are being abused, we are being tortured, we are being mistreated? Like, and I've come to realize that at one point in your life, my life, we didn't love ourselves. That's why I talk about self-love a lot. We didn't love ourselves, because if we allow someone to treat us the way that they treat us, we allow someone to abuse us the way that they do, and we stay, that means we don't love ourselves. Because if we love ourselves, we wouldn't stay through the abuse. If we love ourselves, we wouldn't allow man or woman to talk to us any kind of way. We wouldn't allow a man or woman lay hands on us when they are not our parents. So it's no way that we loved ourselves. It's no way in the world that we can say that we truly loved ourselves if we allowed that man to beat us. And when this topic came up, I didn't know if I really wanted to talk about it, because talking about it was going to be me reliving something. Me reliving some past, situations for me. So I'm going to get through this without crying. I'm going to pray anyway that I get through this without crying. But, when we get into a relationship with people, we expect to have a relationship that's going to be, positive and a blessing to our lives. And then, further down the road, after they done wined you and dined you and took you out and then took you to the movies and did all these things with you, then their true colors shows. And then they become somebody totally different that you don't even recognize. Is there any woman out there who remembers the first time that a man, or any man out there remember the first time that a woman has hit them? Do we remember the first time that someone has actually laid their hands on? And what was you thinking? Because once he hit you the first time, you knew in your mind, you knew in your heart, you knew in everything in you that it was not going to be the last. But you stayed. And you made excuses for him. When the first time that you carried and you wore a black eye, you made excuses for the person who done it to you. I know you did, because I did. When I was asked to talk about this subject, it was like, ooh, Lord, you're going to have to help me with this one. Because I knew I was going to relive some stuff. The first time that I was struck by a man, I was totally in disbelief. I was totally in total shock. I was like, this can't be real. So, and then I had to make up excuses to my mom, and I had to make excuses to my brothers. I had to make up excuses, and we was playing. It was an accident. You make up and you tell lies, and you have to tell one lie behind it. Every time the abuse happened, you had to tell lies. You had to cover up. You had to cover up. You had to cover up. Guess what? I don't cover it up. I don't have a problem in telling my story, because maybe my story can save somebody else's life. Maybe me sharing the fact that I survived domestic abuse, and you can too. The key to surviving is get away. The key to surviving is tell somebody that you're going through it. The key to surviving it is to leave that person, because he's not meant to be in your life. You need to walk away, let him be, let him go somewhere else. Because somewhere down the road, somebody's going to stop them anyway. But you need to get them out your life. If you have anybody in your life, man or woman, who wants to isolate you, who don't want you to be around your family, who don't want you to be around your friends, who don't want you to go anywhere, want you to stay at home all the time, first sign, it's coming. Because he's hiding you now, and when the abuse starts, nobody won't see you. Should no woman or man have to deal with abuse? Should no woman or man have to deal with emotional torture? And as I look back now, I like, girl, was you crazy? Why did you stay so long? But let me tell you, in my mind, I was married, and I thought, being married, you supposed to, because a lot of times back in the day, women stayed and they just covered up and they deal with it, and they stayed with the husband for a long time and they just deal with this stuff. But it wasn't me. So I couldn't understand why I stayed. And I've always been a fighter. And don't get me wrong, I was being abused, but I fought back. I fought my abuser. I fought back. There's a lot of women who don't fight back. I did fight back. Until one day, I remember where I was at, laying in my bed crying out to God. I said, Lord, if you deliver me from this, if you deliver me from this, because I was afraid that either I was going to be killed or I was going to kill him. Because then I got to the point where every time he raised his hand, I wanted to cut him, hit him, side the head with a bottle. It didn't matter, because I was defending myself, because I didn't want to put up with that anymore. But I still wanted to be married. Really? I still wanted to be married to somebody who abused me, to somebody who talked to me like I was nothing. That wasn't love. So why in the world did I want to be married to this person who had no self-control? No self-control. So today, ladies, my prayer to anybody, if you know anybody who's going through abuse, who's going through physical or emotional abuse, talk to them. Tell them there is something better for them. God did not mean for somebody who's not our parent to discipline us. He did not mean for us to be married to men or women that supposed to love us, because if he loved you, he would not hurt you. If he loved you, he would not abuse you. I remember my first black eye. I remember my first busted lip. I remember being pregnant and a brick thrown in my back. I remember this. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I'm not going to cry. Lord, hold me. Hold me. I remember this. And I stayed. And I stayed. And I stayed. Some people can say it'll make you weak. But see, I always been a fighter. So I'll fight back. It didn't make me weak. It made me not love myself. I just didn't love myself enough to leave. And I believe so much in marriage that I stayed. But I had the wrong beliefs. I was believing the wrong things. Because God didn't tell me to stay with somebody who didn't love me. But I had more faith and more love in that man than I did myself. So I allowed him to do me any kind of way. So now I'm able to talk to my sisters. Anybody in the street could be my sister. I'm able to talk to my girls, my daughters, a lot of girls in the streets, and to tell them, I have witnessed females being abused in my presence. I have witnessed it, and I would not allow myself to stand there and watch a man beat a woman. I couldn't do it because I lived it, so I know that feeling. So I could not sit there and watch a man beat a woman. Will I get hurt? Maybe. But I would feel so bad sitting back and just allowing it to happen. Because I can call the police. I could do something to stop it. We have to learn to trust God. We have to learn to trust God to send us who he desires for our life. When we do that, then we won't let these little boys, because that's what they are. They're not men. They're little boys. We won't let these little boys into our life. We won't let these little boys be a part of our world, because they have not grown up to be real men. Because real men, if you truly love real men, not men that's grown up, but still with a little boy's mentality. But real men is not going to hurt something that they love. So I dealt with it for 6 years, people. 6 years. I dealt with my abuser for 6 years. But after that 6 years, I moved on and I survived it. And God sent me somebody to love me. Okay? And then they went away. And guess what? Back in the same mess again. With somebody who didn't love me like I should have been loved. So we allow people to enter our lives who was never meant to be there. We get so much. Now, let me tell you something. They bless me because they bless me with my children. They bless me with my children, and I would not change it for nothing in this world. I would not change it for nothing in this world, because I was blessed with kids, and I was blessed with lessons, lifelong lessons. And I went a long time hating my abusers. But guess what? In order for me to move on, in order for me to be healed, guess what I had to do? I had to forgive the person who was hurting me. I had to forgive the persons who were torturing me. And I'm telling you, that is the hardest thing in the world to do. But is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Because God loves me. God truly loves me because he has delivered me from it. Now, if you stay, I stayed 6 years, too long. But if you stay, one day, he's going to hit you in a place that he's going to kill you. One day, he's going to hit you. He's going to get so angry that he hit you. He's going to paralyze you. One day, he's going to get so angry that the hitting is not going to be enough. He's going to shoot you. He's going to stab you. Because when they get so angry, ladies, he's not all that in a bag of chips just to have him beside you, because he looks good. He's not all that because his body is, he's not all that. Because if you're getting behind closed doors and he's pushing you, if he's hitting you, if he's calling you anything but the name your mama gave you, he's abusing you. I'm sorry. He's abusing you. My desire is for these men, these little boys, who have the desire to put their hands on women that they know really can't beat them, but they do try, because I tried. Go in the boxing ring and find you somebody that's more your size, that's compatible to fight you and defend themselves. Why? Let me tell you something. Because I have went through abuse. My mama went through abuse many years. I've watched my mama be abused. And I said I would never let that happen to me. But it happened. I just wish my mom had talked to me the way I talk to my girls. I let my girls know that you are more than what they say you are. You are who God said you are. So you have to love yourself in spite of everything. So I talk to my girls, and I just will not allow anybody to date my daughters. And not that I have to pick and choose for them. No. How is he talking to you? He can't talk to you any kind of way. He can't treat you any kind of way. Because he's not loving you. I love you. I love my daughters with everything in me. So because I love them, they know what true love is. So they will be able to decipher, is this joker for real? Or he just a little boy with some big boy with some big shoes on his feet. To all the women, please love yourself. With every ounce of your being, love yourself. He is not worth your face being abused. Because let me tell you something. If he continue to hit you, the older you get, you think it's not going to be a situation where you're going to have trauma to your brain? Trauma to your brain. Trauma to your brain. You know, trauma. I remember, and it's amazing how I can talk about it now. But I remember, I was on my way to DC. My family had a function. Because my partner didn't want me to go. Angry, didn't want me to go. You know, we got to fighting, whatever. I had a black eye. Well, not only did I have a black eye, my whole face was disfigured. My whole face was disfigured. And I didn't want to go to the party because then I was like, okay, now people are going to really know. They're going to really know. They're going to really know. Guess what I did? I embraced it. Because now I want somebody to know what I'm going through. Now enough is enough. Now I want somebody to know what I'm going through. So I went to DC. I packed my little bags and I went on to DC. And my face was bruised and it was real terrible. But I'm going to tell you what I did. I put makeup on one side of my face. Makeup. One side of my face. Just one side of my face I had makeup on. And for that night, I was Mike Tyson and Robin Givens for that one night. For that one night. And that one night, I partied. I went to see my pastor in the church that I went to. And he said, baby, if you stay, it's going to be bad. And I said, if I stay, do you think he's going to kill me? He said, no. He's not going to kill you. You're not going to die from the situation. But if you stay, you're going to kill him. I took that. I received that word from him. I received it. And I ended my marriage. I took that word and I ended my marriage. I don't know if it's because of what I went through. It's the reason that I have such a hard time trusting people now, trusting men. I don't know, because when you put your trust in somebody, when you really truly trust somebody and you pour and you give your heart to somebody and they abuse it, oh my God, it makes it so hard for you to trust somebody else. It makes it so hard to trust somebody else. But now I trust Jesus. I really trust Jesus. And I know that he's going to send me the one who's going to love me for me. I know that my Prince Charming is going to come and rescue me. And I'm going to know what being loved is truly all about. I'm going to know it. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to know it. Men can be abused too. You have some women that can't keep their hands to themselves. I'm going to be honest. I tell my son, look, If your girlfriend can't keep her hands to herself, you call me. You call me. Call your mama. Because I'll come see her. Woman to woman. I'll come see her. Because I don't want my son to be an abuser. So if you want to fight, you have to fight somebody you know, because he really can beat you. A man really can beat you. So I don't want you putting your hands on my son. I don't want you putting your hands on my daughter. I don't want you putting your hands on anybody that's connected to me. Because I am not where I need to be. Okay? God has really saved my life. He has truly saved my life. But what I will not tolerate is my children being hurt by somebody. Because you can't keep your hands to yourself. Let me tell you how brainwashed we can be as women of someone who abuses us. I was at work one day, and one of my employees came to work, and then we had snow on the ground, and her boyfriend brought her to work. And mind you, her boyfriend, mom was driving the car. He was in the passenger side. And as they was getting out the car, I can hear the commotion. And we got cameras everywhere. So as we looking up, we can see the car. We can see the people arguing. But then we look a little closer, it's for my employees. So as I'm running out, going to, I can see them, and there's ice on the ground. So I couldn't run, so I had to walk slow. But I'm hollering, and I'm telling him, because I can see him, and he pushes her down on the ground. And I'm like hollering, and I'm telling him, you bet not touch her again. And we get him away, and his mom sitting in the car watching this. His mom wouldn't even tell her own son to stop. The mom now. I couldn't watch my son beat a woman. I'm not going to watch my son beat on a woman. Because guess what? Even though he's my son, and I know he can beat you, baby, I'm on your side today. Because it's not right. It's not right. So I watched him beat that young lady. He called the police. The police came. They had to go to court. Subpoena me to come to court. But guess what? I'm in court missing a day out of work to defend her. And she didn't want to press charges against him. She wanted the charges dropped. I've been there too. Guess what? Don't drop them charges. When you have them up, don't drop them charges, because he's going to do it again and again and again. Do you realize how many women lose their lives to domestic violence? Do you understand how many kids lose their lives trying to protect their moms? Do you realize how many kids lose their lives because we put our kids in jeopardy, in danger, because we want this sorry man. We want to be with this sorry man. Walk away. Leave. He's not worth it. He's not worth it. He's not worth it. Love yourself. Just love yourself more than anything in the world. If you know anybody that's going through it. I went through it for 6 years, people. 6. My camera went back up. 6 years. Divorce. Then down the road, got married again. Went through. I forgive my abusers. Because guess what? Guess who got them better than me? God do. You think God don't have your abusers? Pray for them. Pray for yourself. Whatever you're going through, pray yourself out of the situation. Pray for them. That God will change their hearts. They don't want to be the abuser anymore. Pray for them. Do not allow someone to take your life. Don't allow it. He don't love you, baby. He don't love you. God loves you. And God never wants to see you hurt. He never wants to see you going through. Never. Love yourself. I think I did good. I didn't shed a tear. You know why? Because I have been delivered from my abuse. I have been saved from my abusers. God has spared my life, and I believe he spared my life for this moment that I can help somebody. I thank God every day. Oh my God. Okay, the tears coming down. Okay, I'm stopping. I thank God every day for saving me. And he'll save you. There are organizations that you can reach out to. If you fear that he's going to kill you, I'm just not a person of violence anymore. I've grown that stage. I will fight if I need to, but I don't want to. Protect yourself, baby. Call the police. Let them know. Okay? Go and get in a shelter. Go somewhere. Get help. Talk to somebody. You know, but if he's violent, if you think that he's going to come somewhere and he's going to kill you and your mom and your sisters and your brother, protect yourself. I'm sorry. You just got to protect yourself. You got to protect yourself. You got to protect your family. You just got to. We have so many women that leave and the men can't deal with it and they come back and they want to kill them and they want to. You decide to leave, pray for your abuser. Pray that God free his mind. Pray for your abusers. You have to pray for your abusers, that God will deliver them from this state that they're in. Pray for your abusers. Love yourself and pray for your abusers. Love yourself and pray for your abusers. This is National Domestic Violence Month. So if you know anybody that's going through, talk to them. Talk to them. Talk to them. Share my video. Please share the video. Please share the video. Get the word out. Share the video. Like, you know, this is hard for me to do. This is really hard for me to do. But I appreciate the women that prayed for me. I appreciate you, Regina. I appreciate you, Shonda, Estina. I appreciate y'all for y'all prayers last week. After I got off my live, I appreciate the inboxes, the texts. I appreciate you all. I love you. I want you to live up to what God has you to do, have you to be. But love yourself. If he's hidden you, if he don't want you to be around your family, get out now. Moms, if you see your girls in high school and he got these boyfriends that don't want them to go nowhere, talk to your babies. Help them to get out. Help them to get out. I love you. I thank you for coming on. I think I did good with no tears. Y'all keep praying for me. Keep praying for me that God will have me to do. And these topics are hard. Can you give me an easy one? Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Share the video. Talk to a friend. Love on somebody. Love on somebody. Be good to somebody. Love on somebody. Bless somebody. Bless somebody. Bless somebody. Give them a hug. Bless somebody. Bless somebody. I love you, Ashley. I really love you, Ashley. God got something for you. Love on somebody. Thank you. See you next week at 6. Invite a friend. Share the video. Watch the video. Like the video. Share the video. Next week, guys. Thank you.